folks who are first generation professionals are navigating the uncharted terrains of the workplace with no deep network or a very, very small network of folks who have had similar experiences, right? And so the biggest disadvantage is that you don't have parents or relatives who have navigated the same workspaces, who understand the nuances of corporate culture, corporate norms, and how to effectively advocate for yourself, make decisions, and truly be a strong ally, a colleague, a peer, a manager, a leader in these environments. Things like lack of a shared network, sometimes language barriers, I think imposter syndrome and, prejudice from the outside world, right? Society, all of those things have significant impact on one's sense of belonging once they get into the workplace, and how to make effective career decisions, performance evaluations, right? The idea of a review. One of the things that was important for me was understanding, one, what was this process, why we were doing it, but one of the most critical elements to advancing your career in a professional environment is effectively advocating for yourself. I think for lots of folks who are first gen like myself, and other folks from marginalized communities who might struggle with imposter syndrome, it could be really hard to do that and to really recognize yourself and know how to speak to your strengths and your achievements in a way that are going to contribute to your ability to have access to different types of development opportunities or to be promoted. One of the things that I think is incredibly useful or beneficial for employers to do is to really think about that strategic professional development. What are some of those key skills, including self-advocacy, that are important to really excelling and propelling your career in the workplace? So strategically identifying opportunities, not only to build those hard skills, like the technical skills, like Excel, software training, but what are some of those soft skills, like the communication, emotional intelligence, leadership skills, self-advocacy that you can employ as part of your professional development programs and training to really ensure that you are equipping first generation talent in addition to all of your employees to truly be successful. Things like that, I believe, are incredibly important and can go a really, really, really long way, a far way, in providing resources that encourage and empower your first generation talent to effectively advocate for themselves and help drive increased ratings for folks from underrepresented backgrounds in your performance data, because that's such a critical component. Proactive approach, right? I think that's really what effective inclusion strategies are about, is acknowledging some of those challenges up front and being proactive in creating a foundation for folks to be successful in your organization. I think inclusion strategy is proactive strategy, right? I think those strategies that are the most effective, that are the most impactful and empowering, are those ones that are proactive, where organizations are taking a beat and taking a moment to reflect upon, what are the distinct and unique experiences that all of our folks are joining us with, are coming from, and how can we ensure optimal success for everyone. First gen talent, I think, are incredibly valuable to organizations, right? I think about the tenacity that it's taken for them to navigate, to get to the point of working in corporate America, right? All of the tenacity that it's taken, the mix of skill set and that folks are bringing to the table, the experience with wearing multiple hats, right? I think it creates a level of cultural competency that is incredibly valuable and makes for great colleagues and leaders and partners in organizations. I think it's easy to say, yes, let's include first-gen talent. Let's ensure that they have the resources to succeed. But then it's the why, and the why now. And I think the why is because when they're nurtured, when they feel seen, when they're equipped with the resources and the interventions to really excel, the value to the business is that much greater. And I think particularly now, as we're in this great resignation that's happening, right? And companies are thinking, how do we retain critical talent? I think lots of the suggestions that are offered in my ebook are relevant not only to first-gen talent, but to everyone, right? Everyone can benefit from these interventions. And if you want to create an inclusive environment that's equitable for all, you want to ensure that you're including and considering first-generation talent with your DEI strategy.